It's about waking up with faith, moving with purpose, and ending the day one step closer to who you're meant to be. So today, I want to take you inside my world, not to impress you, but to inspire you. This is how I spend my days, with discipline, with vision, and with my eyes locked on a higher calling. Every day begins with something deeper than just an alarm clock. It starts with faith. Before the noise of the world creeps in, I take a moment of silence to connect with God. It's not always long or dramatic. Sometimes it's just a quiet prayer, a thank you, or a reminder to trust His timing. That moment centers me. It reminds me that no matter what's coming, success, struggle, wins, losses, I'm not doing this alone. My day isn't just about checking off tasks. It's about walking in purpose. That's why I don't rush out of bed chasing the world. I pause and remember why I'm here. I've learned that when I put faith first, the rest of my day flows differently. I carry more peace, more clarity, more strength. Challenges still come, but they don't shake me like they used to. Faith gives me focus. It's not about religion alone, it's about relationship, trust, alignment. I move through my day knowing that even the little things are part of a bigger plan. When you start your day rooted in something eternal, you show up with a quiet power. That's the kind of foundation that makes every day meaningful. I believe in the power of words, not just in conversation, but in creation. That's why one of the first things I do after centering myself in faith is speak my intentions into existence ***. I don't wait for the world to tell me how the day will go. I declare it for myself. I speak life over my goals. I say things like **today, I move with purpose. Today, I attract the right energy. Today, I win. Even if things around me don't look like success yet, I talk like I'm already walking in it. Because words carry power, they shape thoughts, and thoughts shape actions. This practice didn't come naturally at first, but over time I noticed something. When I started talking like the person I wanted to become, I started acting like them too. It changed how I approached my work, my relationships, and even my challenges. Speaking my intentions gives me clarity. It reminds me that I'm not hoping for success. I'm expecting it. That shift in mindset is everything. It's not about arrogance, it's about alignment. If I want to live at a higher level, I have to speak from that level every single day. Once I've anchored myself in faith and declared my direction, it's time to move, and I don't move aimlessly. I grind with purpose. That means I'm not just busy for the sake of being busy. I'm building something. Whether I'm working on a project, helping someone, or just handling everyday responsibilities, I approach it with intention. I remind myself why I'm doing it. I'm not chasing quick wins or comparing myself to anyone else. I'm focused on my race, my growth, my vision. Some days the grind is smooth, other days it's heavy. But what keeps me going is knowing I'm not grinding for applause or approval. I'm grinding because I was created for more. I know that discipline beats motivation. I don't always feel like showing up, but I do it anyway because purpose doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It demands consistency. That's the real work, showing up when it's quiet, when it's tough, when no one's watching. I've learned to love the process more than the outcome because it's in the process that character is built. Every action I take, no matter how small, is a brick in the foundation of the future I see. That's why I grind with heart, with focus, and always with purpose. To stay sharp, I make it a point to feed my mind every single day. Just like the body needs fuel, so does the brain, and I choose what I put into it carefully. I spend time listening to motivational talks, reading powerful quotes, and sometimes just replaying one good message that hits deep. Steve Harvey once said, asterisk, your career is what you're paid for. Your calling is what you're made for. Asterisk, that kind of wisdom sticks with me, and I let it guide how I think, act, and respond. I believe mindset is the real game changer. If your mind isn't strong, everything else falls apart. So I don't leave it to chance. I treat learning like a daily ritual, even if it's just 10 minutes. One idea, one sentence, one reminder, that's all it takes to shift my whole day. I protect my mental space the same way I protect my goals. No negativity, no distractions, no time for doubt. What I put into my mind shows up in how I move through life. That's why I choose content that lifts me, stretches me, and reminds me of who I'm becoming. Every day, I'm shaping my mindset, and through it, I'm shaping my future. No matter how focused or faithful I am, challenges still show up, sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes all at once. But over time, I've stopped seeing them as roadblocks and started seeing them as training. Every obstacle I face is a test of how bad I really want it. And the truth is, I've learned to push through. I don't break, I bend, bounce back, and keep moving. I've faced days where things felt too heavy, where progress was slow, where nothing seemed to be working. But I've also learned that struggle is part of the success story. What keeps me going isn't just strength, it's mindset. I remind myself that pressure creates diamonds and storms don't last forever. When fear tries to creep in, I fight it with faith. When doubt knocks, I answer with discipline. I've trained myself to respond, not react, to stand up, not shrink back, because every time I overcome something hard, I come out stronger, sharper, more prepared for what's next. That's how I've built my resilience, not from avoiding problems, but from facing them head on. Every setback is really a setup if you know how to see it. That's why I push through, because I know what I'm pushing toward. At the end of the day, I don't just crash and call it done. I pause and reflect. I ask myself real questions. Asterisk, did I show up with purpose today? Did I stay true to my vision? Did I let faith lead, or did I let fear sneak in? Asterisk, that quiet time isn't about guilt or perfection, it's about growth. I look back, not to dwell, but to learn. Every day teaches something if you're willing to listen. Sometimes I celebrate a win, even a small one. Other times I spot where I drifted and remind myself to tighten up tomorrow. Then I reset. I let the day go, the good and the bad, because holding on to yesterday too tightly can block tomorrow's blessings. I pray, I breathe, I let peace in. That's how I recharge, because the grind doesn't stop, but neither does the grace. I've learned that rest isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And when I sleep with vision, knowing that a new day is coming, a new chance, a new level. That cycle of reflection and reset keeps me grounded and growing. Every night I close the day with purpose, so I can wake up ready to rise again. So that's how I spend my days, not perfectly, but intentionally. I start with faith, because without it, everything else wobbles. I speak life into my goals, because words have power. I grind with purpose, knowing I'm building something bigger than just today. I feed my mind, because what I put in determines what comes out. I push through challenges, not because it's easy, but because I've learned I'm stronger than I thought. And I end each day with reflection, letting go of what was and resetting for what's next. Every day might look different, but the foundation stays the same. Faith, focus, and forward motion. I don't live on autopilot, I live on purpose, because how I spend my days is how I'm building my future. And if you take anything from my routine, let it be this. Asterisk, asterisk, you don't have to control everything, but you do have to be intentional about something. Asterisk, asterisk, start small, stay consistent, trust the process. Because when you align your days with who you're becoming, success isn't a matter of asterisk if asterisk, it's just a matter of asterisk when asterisk,